Hello everyone and welcome back to the Perfect French with Dylan. Today we keep going with the passé composé. We are going to learn almost everything about the passé composé with avoir. On the book it's page 106 to 110. So why did I say that we are going to learn almost everything about the passé composé with avoir? It's because the past participle can change depending on the gender and number under very specific circumstances. Today we are only going to learn how to conjugate a verb in passé composé with avoir. We are going to see the whole thing about gender and number in another video, in another lesson, in 2 days actually. So remember that to conjugate a verb in passé composé with avoir, we are going to use the verb avoir to have conjugated in present tense plus the past participle of the verb. So if we take regarder, regarder is a verb of the first group. It ends in er, which means that it's easy to conjugate and usually they are regular verbs. So we saw that the past participle of verbs ending in er is simply e. So we have regarder with a e. So if we add it after the verb avoir conjugated in present tense, we have j'ai regardé, tu as regardé, il a regardé, elle a regardé, on a regardé, nous avons regardé, vous avez regardé, ils ont regardé, elles ont regardé. So here, be careful that regarder does not agree in gender and number with the subject. Like I said, we are going to see that later. So, in this case, they all stay e. They don't take a e, they don't take a s. Now a verb of the second group ending in er. We're going to look at grandir, to grow up. And the past participle is grandi with a i. So we have j'ai grandi, tu as grandi, il a grandi, elle a grandi, on a grandi, nous avons grandi, vous avez grandi, ils ont grandi, elles ont grandi. This one is pretty easy. Now if we look at entendre, entendre is a verb of the third group ending in re. The past participle is entendu with a u. J'ai entendu, tu as entendu, il a entendu, elle a entendu, on a entendu, nous avons entendu, vous avez entendu, ils ont entendu, elles ont entendu. Now if we look at an irregular one, we are going to look at lire, to read. The past participle of lire is lu, lu, L-U. So, j'ai lu, tu as lu, il, elle, on a lu, nous avons lu, vous avez lu, ils ont lu, elles ont lu. So the passé composé is actually not hard to conjugate, because as long as you know the past participle and the verb avoir ou être conjugated in present tense, you can conjugate the passé composé. There are a few more things to see about it, but the basic is pretty easy. Let's see 2 sentences. We have elle a expliqué le problème au professeur. Elle a expliqué le problème au professeur. She explained the problem to the teacher. And another one, j'ai déjà mangé. J'ai déjà mangé. I already ate. And I gave you actually this one on purpose. It's because when you have déjà is always going to be between the auxiliary avoir and the past participle. So remember this one. J'ai déjà mangé, déjà always between. You have quite a few exercises for this one. You have exercises 2.2 to 2.5. Tomorrow we are going to see the passé composé with être. We have a tiny bit more things to see about this one, so I will see you tomorrow. À demain.